Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Salamun alaikum and welcome to the 24th episode of Ali alayhi salam in the Book of Allah. In this episode, inshallah, we will look at verses from multiple surahs: Surat Al Mursalat, An Naba, Abasa, Takwir, Infitar, Mutafaffin, Inshiqaq, and Al Buruj. Surat Al Mursalat, 15th verse. وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُكَذِّبِينَ. Woe on that day to the beliers. This verse is repeated multiple times in this surah. So when I say verse 15, it would refer to all the verses in this surah with the same wordings, which is وَيْلٌ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ. In Al-Kafi, it is written that according to Imam Musa al-Kazim alayhi salam, Allah is saying in this verse that, O Muhammad, the beliers, those who belied the wahi that I had sent to you about the wilayah of Ali, will thoroughly suffer on that day, the day of judgment. Surat An-Naba, verse numbers 1, 2, and 3. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. عَمَّنْ يَتَسَاءَلُونَ عَنِ النَّبَإِ الْعَظِيمِ الَّذِي هُمْ فِيهِ مُخْتَلِفُونَ. Of what do they ask one another? Of the great news about which they differ. In Hilyatul Awliya, it is written that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa alihi said, the great news refers to the wilayah of Ali ibn Abi Talib. Also Surat An-Naba, verse number 40, which is the last verse of this surah. إِنَّا أَنذَرْنَاكُمْ عَذَابًا قَرِيبًا يَوْمَ يَنْظُرُ الْمَرْءُ مَا قَدَّمَتْ يَدَاهُ وَيَقُولُ الْكَافِرُ يَا لَيْتَنِي كُنْتُ تُرَابًا. Verily, we have warned you of a chastisement near at hand, a day when man shall see what his two hands had sent before, and the disbeliever shall say, Woe to me, would that I were dust. Sheikh Saduq in Ilalul Sharai writes that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa alihi said that on the day of judgment, when a disbeliever will see all the pleasure that Allah has provided for the Shia of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, he will say, Would that I was dust. Surat Al-Abasa, verses 38 and 39. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وجوه يومئذ مسفرة ضاحكة مستبشرة. That day some faces will be bright, laughing and joyous. In Shawahid al-Tanzil, it is written from Anas ibn Malik that I asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wa alihi about this verse, and he said, O Anas, those faces will belong to us, me, Ali, Hamza, Jafar, Hassan, Hussein, and my daughter Fatima. Surat Al-Takwir, verse number 29. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَمَا تَشَاءُونَ إِلَّا أَن يَشَاءَ اللَّهُ رَبُّ الْعَالَمِينَ. And you do not wish unless it is wished by Allah, the Lord of all the worlds. In Tafsir al-Safi, it is written that Imam Musa al-Kazim alayhi salam says that Allah has established the minds of the Imams as the place of revelation of His wishes, and this verse is the proof. Surat Al-Infatar, verse number 9. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Kalla bal tukazzibuna bid-deen. Nay, but you belie the deen. According to Tafsir al-Qummi, deen means Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi and Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam. Surat al-Mutafaffifin, which is also known as Surat al-Tatfif, verses 29 to 36. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. These are the last few verses of the surah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Innal ladhina أجرموا كانوا من الذين آمنوا يضحكون وإذا مروا بهم يتغامزون وإذا انقلبوا إلى أهلهم انقلبوا فكهين وإذا رعوهم قالوا إن هؤلاء لضالون وما أرسلوا عليهم حافظين فاليوم الذين آمنوا من الكفار يضحكون على الأرائك ينظرون هل ثوب الكفار ما كانوا يفعلون. Verily, the guilty used to laugh at those who believe and winked at one another when they passed by them. And when they returned to their people, they returned jesting. And when they saw them, they said, verily, they have gone astray, while they were not sent to be watchers over them. So today, those who believe shall laugh at the disbelievers on exalted couches, observing, will not the disbelievers be requited for what they used to do? In Shawahid al-Tanzil and in Tafsir al-Maqatil, it is written that once Ali alayhi salam was on his way to meet Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi along with some of his companions. A group of munafiqeen saw them and made fun of them. Even before Ali and his group reached Rasulullah, these verses were revealed to Rasul. Surah Al-Inshiqaq, verses 7, 8 and 9. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. فأما من أوتي كتابه بيمينه فسوف يحاسب حسابا يسيرا وينقلب إلى أهله مسرورا. By the heaven, he who is given his record in his right hand will have an easy reckoning and will return to his people full of joy. In Ghayat al-Maram, it is written that Abdullah ibn Umar narrates that we asked Rasulullah about Ali. Rasulullah was displeased and he said, I am astonished at the people who ask about one whose status in the eyes of Allah is the same as mine, and except for Nubuwwat, whose rank is the same as mine. Remember, whoever loves Ali, their record will be given in their right hands, and their reckoning will be as light as the reckoning of the apostles. Surah Al-Buruj, the first 3 verses. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. وَالسَّمَاءِ ذَاتِ الْبُرُوجِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْمَوْعُودِ وَشَاهِدٍ وَمَشْهُودٍ. By the heaven with constellations, by the promised day, by witness and witnessed. It is stated in Al-Kafi that Imam Jafar as-Sadiq alayhi salam said that witness refers to Rasulullah and witnessed refers to Ali ibn Abi Talib. With this we end today's episode with a request for du'as and salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.